Oh, you're such a cutie. You're such a cutie. Oh, hi, Path Preschool. I didn't see you there. Good morning, boys and girls. Makoa and Freddie and River and Elam and Noel and Maya and Micah and Maggie and Levi. It is so good to see each one of you this morning. I am so glad that you have joined me today. Well, as you can see, I have some friends here with me this morning. I'm curious if you have a pet. Maybe you have a puppy dog. Maybe you have a kitty cat. Or maybe you have a fish. Do you have a pet? I wonder what kind of a pet you have. Maybe you could send me a picture of you with your pet. Well, my daughter and my son, Amelia and Alistair, they have a pet. They have a pet fish. And Amelia decided a little while ago that she wanted to make a friend for her pet fish. And so I wanted to show you something that she made a few days ago. She made a fish tank. And if you can see in there, there's two fish hanging inside. Two goldfish swimming around in there. And then she made a home for them. Do you see their house right here? That was made out of a Dixie cup. And then she put some rocks in the bottom. She hung the fish by a string to the lid of a mason jar. I thought that was a pretty creative idea that she had. I want to take a moment to show you all Alistair and Amelia's fish. His name is Finn. I think you'll like him. So let's go check him out. So this is our fish. His name is Finn because he has long, big fins. I'm going to see if I can get him to come out and say hello by feeding him a little bit of food. Hi, Finn. There he is, coming up to the top to get some food. Do you see him there? Do you see those big fins that he has? He's called a betta fish. Male betta fish, boy betta fish, have big, beautiful fins like that to attract the girl fish. We think he's pretty fun. I thought you'd like to meet him. All right, see you later, Finn. Enjoy that snack. Well, maybe you're wondering why we're talking about pets today. Well, I'll tell you why. In the video that we showed at the beginning of the year so that we could meet all of our friends at Path Preschool, you might remember that one of our students loved a story about a fish. Do you remember who it was? That's right, Miss Maya said that her favorite book was the Pout Pout Fish. And so I thought it would be fun to talk about pets today and to read the Pout Pout Fish together. So we're going to do that. And then at the end of our story time, I thought we would do a little drawing project, all right? Well, let's hear the story of the Pout Pout Fish. The Pout Pout Fish by Deborah Diesen. Deep in the water, where the fish hang out, lives a glum, gloomy swimmer with an ever-present pout. Look at that pout. Can you make a pout that big? I'm a pout pout fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Look at that big pout. Along comes a clam with a wide, winning grin and a pearl of advice for her pal to take in. Hey, Mr. Fish, with your crosstown frown, don't you think it's time to turn it upside down? Says the fish to his friend. Nice thought, Miss Clam. I hear what you're saying, but it's just the way I am. I'm a Pout Pout Fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Along comes a jellyfish. He floats through the ocean, his tentacles all trailing in a gentle locomotion. Hey, Mr. Fish, with your daily scaly scowl, I wish you wouldn't greet us with a grimace and a growl. Says the fish to his friend, Mr. Jelly, I agree. I'd like to be more friendly, but it isn't up to me. I'm a Pout Pout Fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Along comes a squid, quite a slender, squiggly sight. She is squirmy, she is squelchy, she is slightly impolite. Hey, Mr. Fish, you kaleidoscope of mope, how about a smile, a little joy, a little hope? Says the fish to his friend, Mrs. Squid, I would try, but I haven't any choice. Take a look and you'll see why. I'm a Pout Pout Fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. He's having a hard day. Along comes an octopus with 8 great arms, covered on the underside with tiny sucker charms. Hey, Mr. Fish, let me tell it to you straight. Your hulky bulky sulking is an unattractive trait. Says the fish to his friend, Mr. 8, my chum, with a mouth like mine, I am destined to be glum. I'm a Pout Pout Fish with a pout pout face, so I spread the dreary wearies all over the place. Blub, blub, blub. Now, along comes a fish in a silent silver shimmer. The gang has never seen before this bright and brilliant swimmer. She approaches Mr. Fish, but instead of saying hey, she plants a kiss upon his pout, and then she swims away. Mr. Fish is most astounded. Mr. Fish is just aghast. He is stone-faced like a statue. Then he blinks and speaks at last. My friends, says Mr. Fish, I should have known it all along. I thought that I was pouty, but it turns out I was wrong. I'm a kiss-kiss fish with a kiss-kiss face for spreading cheery cheeries all over the place. So I'll smooch, 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 smooch. Smooch. The end. Wasn't that a fun story? Have you ever had an experience like that where you're just having a sad day? You're just not in a very good mood. And then somebody comes along and gives you a big hug or a kiss, and it just makes you feel all better. Sometimes I just need a hug or a kiss. Well, Miss Maya, thank you for telling us about the Pout Pout Fish. That was a really fun story. I thought that what we would do next is try drawing the Pout Pout Fish. Now that might seem kind of difficult, but you know what? I think that if we work together, we can do it. Here's what I'm thinking. The picture in here where Mr. Pout Pout Fish turns into a kiss kiss fish, I thought we could try drawing that together. Now, if you remember, when I read the story of Corduroy, we drew a picture of my favorite stuffy, Mr. Schmooskin, and we did it just by paying attention to the different shapes that he is made up of. So let's look at the Pout Pout Fish, or I guess it's the Kiss Kiss Fish, and see what shapes we notice. I notice that his body seems to be made out of, what shape is that? That's right, it's an oval, kind of a circle that's gotten squished a little bit. And then look, his two eyes, what shapes are those? That's right, those are circles. And then I noticed that his fins, what shapes would you say those are? They're kind of really long, skinny ovals. Or the other thing I thought was it kind of looks like my fingers, my 3 fingers, doesn't it? Yep. And then we've got this mouth here that to me kind of looks like a moon shape. Do you think? And then the last thing I noticed is that up here on the top of his head, he has these spots, right? Well, those spots look to me just like lots of little circles. So I thought that we could make the Pout Pout fish together. Would you like to give it a try? All right, let's do it. Now, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw that oval for the Pout Pout fish's body. So I'm just going to draw a big oval right like that. Can you draw an oval on your paper? All right, now the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to draw 2 circles right about here for the Pout Pout fish's eyes. So why don't you go ahead and try that too. We're going to draw one eye. We're going to draw a second eye like that. Now right in the middle of his eye are his pupils. So we're going to draw little black circles right in the middle of those 2 big circles. All right, now we're going to draw his mouth. And remember, his mouth kind of looks like a crescent moon. So we're going to kind of draw a sideways moon right about here, okay? So there's our crescent moon. Now inside the crescent moon, we're going to draw another little one like that for his tongue. And then we're just going to kind of draw a little boop like that for his lip. We're going to connect it with 2 little lines like that. And then we're going to do another little bloop down below for his bottom lip. Now the last thing that we have to do is to draw his fins. Remember, I think that his fins look kind of like 3 fingers on both sides and on the top of his body. So I'm just going to draw 3 fingers. 1, 2, 3. There's one fin. 1, 2, 3. There's another fin. And now I'm going to draw his top fin. Do you know what that fin is called? I can't remember. What do you think? And I guess the Pout Pout fish has some circles, some spots on him. So we'll just draw some circles of different sizes on the top of his head like this. What do you think? I think we did a pretty good job. So then the last thing that you can do if you want to is you can color your Pout Pout fish in. So I'll go ahead and add a little color to mine. You can do the same if you would like. What do you think? Did we do a good job with our Pout Pout fish? Or I guess it's called a kiss kiss fish. I think we did a good job. Well, thanks for joining me for the story of the Pout Pout fish. And thanks for trying to draw the picture too. I would love to see the pictures that you drew. If you would have your mommy or daddy take a picture of it, or a picture of you with your pet and send that to me. I would love to see it. Well, boys and girls, until next time, see you later.